Um, I think I adjusted really well. I really love the Latin American culture. I think it kind of, some people tell me like they feel like I should have been born in Latin America with the way I act and with the way I vibe with my teammates. So overall, I mean, I think it's been really good for me. There was definitely some uncertainty for me at the beginning. Before I joined, I was like, is this the right move, or what if it goes wrong? What if the culture is too different? And then I tried out for them, and the first day after I tried out with them, I knew I loved my teammates. We had so much fun the first day, and I felt like we instantly had chemistry. So,
Mhm.
they made it pretty easy for me to just fit in.
I see. That's good to hear. I've been following your career for a number of years, and I wanted to ask you, sort of your experience going through the NACL last year, through the Guard, and your experience in through Ascension, and now coming to VCT Americas. What are sort of your expectations for the season, and sort of the big shifts, I guess, in terms of the new arena you'll be playing in now, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels nice to play matches on a stage and not from my facility. It was kind of sad, missing VCT last year for me personally. I would say I gave it like my 98%, but I couldn't give it my 100% because I kind of felt bad being in challengers. But I think yeah, I mean it just feels amazing to be able to play on stage, and all my matches are on land now. There's no onliners just wide swinging me and stuff, so that feels good. And I mean it just feels amazing being in tier one, and it also felt amazing winning Ascension, so it kind of gave me a feeling of I deserve to be here.
Hmm.
It's not like a oh they picked me up and I got lucky kind of thing. It's not like I knew them or anything. It was really just based on skill and what I bring to the team and my experience. So,
Mm, I see.
so overall, it just feels good.
You say that you earned the spot essentially, but um, the Guard was already considered one of the best teams in NA in terms of the NACL, obviously, and then even among comparing all the different challenger leagues, I think the NACL was probably the closest to Tier 1 in terms of just the distribution of talent. Um, do you think there was I wouldn't say massive jump, but do you think there was a jump between where you were last year and where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, I think the competition's going to be way harder now. Playing in challengers, it just didn't feel rewarding winning. Honestly, it's we because we expected to win everything. So when we did, it was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, we won just like how we said we would. We won because we really were just better than everyone. So
Mm.
I would say like the biggest jump now is just the riot support and being on stage and just having harder competition and having something really to play for now.
I see. Okay. Moving on then. Now you're moving on to a different team. You're, I believe, under the shot calling of King now, as well as you got a new coach, Gokit. I managed to speak to Gokit last year in EU when he was in Koi. He spoke on his emphasis as a tactical coach. Could you speak on your experience so far working with these two individuals?
Yeah, so I think Goked brings a level of strategy to the team. Um, he's a really big part of it. He's always bringing rounds. He's always bringing his ideas. He's always laying out how he thinks the round should go, and he's really like he brings most of our strats, and King brings some too, and they kind of work together really to mold the team. And I think working with King has been amazing as well. I think he's so gifted individually as a player. He's so gifted and he's really smart too. And usually it's one or the other. Usually someone's very very gifted, but he might not be the most insane smartest player, or vice versa. And it really feels like King has both, and that's really rare. And it's nice to have your leader. It's nice to have your leader like that with that much talent and knowledge. So
Yeah.
overall, like them combining and working together, like it's been really good, and they bring a lot to this team. And I mean a lot.
That's amazing to hear. Okay. All right, moving on to the final part of the interview. I wanted to ask your thoughts on in-game changes. Most of these kind of relate to you because you have played Sentinel as your primary role. Of course, you know the Cypher changes that have come through in the last couple of months, and then the Killjoy changes as well. What are your initial thoughts on sort of the strength of the Sentinel role as a whole right now?
Um, I mean, I think the Sentinel role's in a pretty good spot. I wouldn't say it's broken, but I wouldn't say it's underperforming.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't really understand like the Killjoy turret change, for example. I mean, that makes no sense. I mean, I feel like there's a million other things in the game that you can fix.
Yeah.
I don't think the Killjoy turret was really the problem right now, but I mean, it's really not that big of a difference either. Anyways, you can still do most of the same turrets and stuff. So
Hmm.
it's like annoying now. Like if you're doing like an on-the-fly turret, like it might randomly not hit a spot that you thought it would. So
Yeah.
added a little more randomness, but also more skill. Like you have to really have like an actual skill of putting your things down. But
Hmm.
I think the role of Sentinel is good though. I mean, the Cypher buffs were obviously very big, very huge for the agent.
They were, yeah.
Made it kind of meta on some maps now. But I mean, I think overall it's in a good place.
Yeah. Uh, Do,
Honestly,
do you think the changes were big enough to impact your own team's choice on like which Sentinel to pick, or is this something you can
yeah,
discuss?
yeah, for sure. I think the Cypher and Killjoy changes have definitely impacted what we play on what map.
Hmm.
Definitely did a lot of experimenting with those two agents on maps where they might not be normal.
Yeah,
Because of the new stuff you can do, like the new tripwires you can do, especially was really the biggest change. So I mean, definitely impacts comps and how we have to play against other Sentinels, etc. For sure.
I see. Okay, so kickoff is gonna be pre-patch Sky, which is a big thing because Sky still has her rechargeable flashes. But going forward after that, you're gonna have nerf Sky. So has this sort of sudden change impacted the team in any sort of way as well?
Yeah, I probably can't say too much, but um, it's definitely weird for all teams. Like, even people like we scrim, they're random comps that we've never seen before because of the Sky nerf, and it's definitely impacted the game a lot. Like, Sky was a very, very impactful agent because it was basically an info initiator and a flash initiator in one.
Mm-hmm.
It would just kind of put a Sky in their comp, and it would kind of fix two holes that I know a comp might have.
Yeah,
Now you kind of have to either deal with not having flashes or deal with not having info, or you have to play like two initiators. So it's definitely impacted, my team and other teams a lot. Um, so it'll be interesting after that patch is played in matches. These comps are going to get interesting.
I see. Okay, so I wanted to ask you on the current map pool as well. Haven's out, Pearl's out, and now there's lots of changes. Icebox to a lesser extent, but of course there's quite a few changes on Lotus. What are your current thoughts on the available map pool? Haven going out is quite a big thing for most teams.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad that Haven's gone. I'm not going to lie. I think that was one of the maps that really took a lot of skill as a team. Having good rotations, having good setups, having good lurks, I think Haven was really a big map or a big team orientated map.
Hmm.
So I think it being gone added a little bit of randomness in the game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
But I think like for example the Lotus changes were good. I really like the Lotus changes. I think the Icebox changes are okay. It's not too different, but it feels a little better playing.
Yeah.
But I'm happy it's back though. I really enjoy Icebox. What else did they change? What other map? I forget.
They took Pearl out as well, but Pearl's been out for a while.
Yeah, they put that out a while ago. I feel like they changed one more map. Maybe it was just Icebox, but
No, it's just those
I
two.
mean, overall, these changes they've been making is pretty good.
Hmm.
Um, I'm happy they realized that Lotus was pretty rough before they fixed it.
Yeah.
Um, and I understand why they fixed it. I think they only wanted one free map bomb site in the map, or yeah, in the game. I mean, in the pool.
Yep.
I'm sad they took Haven out for it, but at least they fixed Lotus.
That is true. But as you said, Haven did add like an extra layer of complexity. It was a tricky map to navigate, and obviously Lotus has brings similar challenges in some extent. All right, thank you so much for this interview, Tex. Best wishes on your kickoff run, and hopefully I get the chance to talk to you again.
For sure, appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.